Hi, I'm Letticia, and we're here at Lamport Stadium in Toronto to talk to Michelle Pearson Clarke about all things art and football. Michelle Pearson Clarke is a Trinidad-born artist who works in photography, film, video, and installation. Using archival, performative, and process-oriented strategies, her work explores the personal and political possibilities afforded by considering experiences of emotions related to longing and loss. Hey Michelle, thanks so much for meeting us here to talk about your practice and to talk about football. So I want to start by asking, is it football or is it soccer?
It is football. It is football. Only in North America is it soccer.
So I know that football plays a very special role in your memories of growing up in Trinidad.
I think starting off just with my dad. You know, my dad loved football, and in fact, on my parents' wedding day, they went to a football match. And so growing up as somebody who wanted to be a little boy, only wanted to play with boys, football was a way for me to do that. It was a place that I was accepted as a tomboy. It was a place for me to just connect, make friends, you know, run around, and also something that I could share with my dad, you know, and like wanting to make him proud and like doing this thing that I know that he loved. Football is something that all you need is a ball, right? And so it was something we played everywhere. We played in the street, we played on fields, we played when we had 5 minutes, we played when we had 5 hours. When the World Cup would come on, like I grew up in a complex of townhouses, and people would drag TVs outside with extension cords, and like the barbecues would go, and like the beer would come out, and football was this community event. I love this league. Our team is mostly queer, and because it's recreational football, the focus is just on play and fun. And I think as an adult, there's very few places that we can find that in our lives in a very genuine way. No matter what I'm doing on a Sunday, it's like an outlet, it's a release.
Much of your recent work has been about grief, and I wonder how playing football has helped you work through that grief, or whether football has taught you anything about your grief.
It's funny, like I wouldn't have made, I don't know if I would have made this connection before, but I do think that playing sports in general, like I've always played team sports, it's my earliest lesson in being comfortable with failure and with loss. On the field, 95% of what I do is a failure. Like I wanted to pass the ball that way and I didn't quite get it, or I tried to score a goal and I didn't. It teaches you to be comfortable with loss and with failure. As I work through primarily grieving my mom, you know, connection is healing, right? No matter what you're suffering from, no matter what you're trying to heal from, to me, I truly believe that we heal through each other, we heal through connection. And so playing football, being a part of this team has been part of that overall process.
So hearing you talk about this strong sense of community that you feel here, can't help but think about the connections between the work that you make, which I think is so much about fostering community and displaying sort of everyday experiences of people within your community. Do you see the connection there?
People fascinate me. I love people. I'm a people person. My background is psychology and social work, and that's not a coincidence. You know, it is connected to the type of work that I make. I have, for whatever reason, these impulses to bring people together and to be part of large groups and to be part of community. That's always been important to me. And many of my projects do involve, you know, bringing a lot of people together, or a lot of people, whether collectively at one point or individually, they end up collectively in the work. I think about communication a lot, and in my work, many of my projects explore like the absence of language. I'm interested in gesture, I'm interested in performativity, I'm interested in how we communicate without words. If I get the ball, I don't have to say anything, like you know where I want you to run, so I can then pass the ball to you. The artistry of the individual moment when somebody does exactly what they want to do with the ball, those moments are few and far between, and it's why you appreciate them so much more. The same way how in my own practice, not every project is exactly how I want it to be, but those moments where I feel like, you know, like I just hit that peak point of like, this is exactly what I wanted to do. This is exactly what I wanted to explore. This is exactly how I wanted to see it. And to see an audience respond exactly the way I wanted them to respond, that is also few and far between. Certainly, I would say in a video installation, I definitely am thinking about the architecture of the room and the architecture of the space, and where I want my viewer to be because I'm trying to create a particular experience for them, you know, and that is all nonverbal communication from me as the artist to the viewer, you know, and some people respond the way I want them to and move the way I want them to through the space, and other people don't, right? Like people navigate video installation in such different ways, but it's definitely something that I think about in the construction of what I'm doing.
I was really surprised coming in here because I think of the football field at most sports arenas as a very gendered space, a very male-dominant space, and to come in here and see almost a field entirely of women was profound.
I'm used to being surrounded by women playing sports. Like I played field hockey growing up, I played cricket for my school, and like we were always playing against other women and there were female coaches.
Thanks so much for meeting me here and talking to me.
Thanks for talking to me. I mean, art is my great love, but football is my other great love. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to, I don't know, to talk about it.
Yeah, and to connect them.
Yeah.
Even in ways that we never thought
I'm
they
still
could
thinking
be.
about it. I mean, you've given me a lot to think about. And I know a lot of artists make work about football, and I can't say I'm moved in that direction yet, but it's definitely made me think about the connections between my practice and what I do here. And so it's been really interesting. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.